base. Is that people forget the base about it. They forget about the base of how God wants you to be like a flower, let's just say. And God has you as this flower. But eventually you start going into temptation. And you start following other people. And then all of a sudden you start basing a relationship on just fornication. And then once again, once you start fornicating with her, you start getting tired and bored of that person. So that's when you start eventually looking at other people to fornicate with. So then all of a sudden with that fornication, you start looking to have lustful eyes with someone. Then from those lustful eyes, you say you're just talking. So you start talking to that other person. Then all of a sudden from talking to that person, you decide, hey, you know what, let me sleep with them one time, and then you sleep with them. Now all of a sudden you notice that the flower's getting a little bit more smaller. The purpose, the God's purpose that has for you gets a little bit more smaller because you continue commencing in sin. You continue to do the same random things because you're not seeking God first. So then all of a sudden from the lusting with the other friend, then all of a sudden you start talking to her friends. And then all of a sudden you start disrespecting the person that you love. You start disrespecting and speaking with foul tongues, declaring things that aren't true, calling them things that are wrong. Disrespecting them with your mouth. Let me tell you something, ladies, and I'm going to say this personally. I say this personally. If a man speaks to you, cursing at you, if a man speaks to you, ever calls you a bee, ever tells you to go freak yourself, and I mean with the other way, if he ever says it to you, I'm going to tell you right now, he's nothing and worthless for you. Because your man that's with you is supposed to treat you good, is supposed to treat you right, is supposed to speak to you with words of kindness, of loveness. Let me tell you, even when I was lost in the world, looking at such as my witness, I never cursed at her. Never. But then that starts occurring. You start beguiling her. Then all of a sudden you lose the fact of the matter that of the respect in the relationship. So eventually you just continue to just disrespect more and to seduce and to sleep with other people. Until eventually you decide to yourself, you know what? I don't think this is my rib. And then all of a sudden what comes up to the worst part about it is that you decide to go somewhere else. And then at that you say to yourself, I'm better off by myself. Who's God? Until eventually, there's nothing left. The relationship that you have with him, you can't say the relationship that you have with the person was there because you already threw it away before him. But the point is, it's not really about the relationship you threw away. The relationship is the base that you had of God is no longer there. The base of what you had for your purpose of God, that God had planned for you, the keys to the kingdom that was given to you, the love that God gave to you. Because before anyone gave you a rose, before a woman gave you a rose, before a man gave you a rose, God was the one that gave you the first rose. But you decided to hand that rose to someone else, and then from that someone else to hand it up to someone else, and then from that someone else to hand it up to someone that you completely don't even know. Until eventually there's no more rose, and there's nothing. And then what's your purpose? It's there. It's there on the floor. But if you decide to make it God my first priority, you know what God does? He sees what was once a rose, and he takes it. And he says, okay, my son, or my child, you did this to your rose, but I have so many more to give you. And simply what he does is just compensates. It's sad that he compensates, but that's his mercy that he has for us. That God takes the rose that he once gave to you, and you demolish, you destroy, you lost focus, you lost touch, and he says, I'm going to forget about this rose. And I'm going to make you new. My point is this, guys, and with this I end because we went exceedingly over the time limit. Everyone at one time was like that. Me, myself, was like that. We all lose focus. We all forget our purpose. We all let relationships get between what God gave us first. Because before any man or any woman gave you this, God was the first one to say, give. But look at this rose not only as a symbol of restoration, but look at this rose as a pact. That it does not matter what comes along, it doesn't matter what comes astray. With God, I will never lose focus. It doesn't matter what relationship God puts me in that direction. But within that relationship that God puts me in, regardless of fact, whether right or wrong, God is going to be the foundation. No matter if it's good or bad, God is going to be the foundation. Because with God, and only with God, that foundation can be established. That foundation can be supported. And not only be supported, but can be fruitful. The beautiful thing about a rose is that a rose, once you plant it, and you treat it right, and you nurture it, it doesn't just stay one rose, but eventually becomes a bundle. So I have this rose here, like all these others. And I simply ask you, who wants to claim their rose? Well, look at it as if it was God that was handing it to you. Look at it as if it was God Himself saying, my child, I created you something so beautiful. I created you something with purpose. I created you something that will never lose value. Look at the rose. Look at the rose. That's how God sees you. But look at the flower that's in front of you. Look at it. It's something so beautiful, but yet so frail. It is something with so much value, but yet can be so easy to demolish. But the beautiful thing about it, even though it might get demolished, God will still restore that rose. It doesn't matter how many petals have fell. It doesn't matter how many times you had to replant. God is always willing with a shovel to make a hole and plant that seed and put water on it and watch it grow back to the beautiful thing that it was once created at one time. Tonight is the night where you make the declaration of a pact that you will not let no one, anyone, anything, any circumstances deflower you. Because what's more important? How that person looks at you or how he looks at you? What's more valuable? What they think or what he thinks? What's more precious to lose? Him? The Creator? Or the one that's just there for that